Everyone, I'm Su Yan, and I'm here with
Kate. I'm Misha from CGTN.
And
this is Ho Yuan with CGTN English channel. Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us. We are all invited to a traditional Chinese wedding.
And it is about to start right now.
So we're actually going to watch the groom walk up to meet the bride. So we are actually going to get out of the way and watch it all together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we come afar, and this is the groom today, Mr. Ma. Welcome. And now we're heading to the bride. Let's go.
Oops. So this is a procession of the groom at the front. You see behind him, hopefully, are plates of food, which everyone will enjoy. Huge plates of chicken and pork and local ingredients. And he's meeting his bride-to-be, for the first time today. So we're actually walking up to her home. It's midday here, you guys. Yep. So I think, do you know where the bride is? She might be around the corner.
Yeah.
And she's waiting for her husband, right?
Yeah, she's been waiting for her husband, but the husband will unfortunately be teased a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
My gosh. It was all of a sudden.
Way to start with a bang, right? So his entrance started with a whole bunch of fireworks,
I freaked out.
which we were all very surprised by, but a very joyous start to their wedding. And now we're walking into the home. He's greeting the bride's mother. She's wearing the green jacket, and the bride's brother, who is wearing the gray.
What are you doing right now?
现在在做什么呢？
您好，他们现在在做什么？您知道吗？They said they don't know either.
Let's ask the groom, actually.
Yeah, we're gonna ask the groom about what they're doing right now. 您好，请问一下，他们现在是在做什么呢？这是
在烧纸火。
啊，
纸火。
烧纸火。They're burning a fire here in front of the door of the bride's home. So why they're gonna do that? 他们为什么要做这个？
现在2个人了，他说不来，我告诉你。
哎，您说。
我们带来的是这个香煎之火，我们是要来敬奉这亲家的老祖先先辈，让他保佑他的子孙早生贵子，恭喜发财，生活富裕，万事如意。
So they say that they kind of is kind of a tribute, paying tribute to the forefathers, and they hope the forefathers will guide them and will help them to have their kids as early as possible and maybe as rich as possible. So that's the meaning of this ceremony, this activity, right?
So right away you can see the significance of that. It's all about family, right? That
And actually, the bride is from a big family. It's the Cun's family.
Right. Cun is one of the most influential family here.
In Heshun, Old Town.
Right.
let's just wait as they do this tradition.
Getting everything prepared.
Yeah.
Right?
我们带来的它有神仙，它有路神，它有桥神，有车神，有这个祖宗曲神，什么各路神仙都有来敬奉这里上。
They're trying to pay a tribute to all kinds of gods, passing by here.
So
This is for every god passing by here.
You want them all covered for
Right.
this lesson.
They're generous. Right.
So is there anything special about these papers that they're seeing?
Let me ask. 您好，这些纸是什么意思啊？
这些指示它是代表通知各路神仙，我们要来娶亲了。
Okay, these papers are just like notice to all kinds of gods passing by. So this is a notice, this is a tribute, everything.
And now he prepared to give a red pocket to the bride's family.
The poor groom is gonna be teased for a while here. That's why they're standing here. So let's talk about this tradition of teasing the groom and the groom's friends. So do you know why they're doing this?
No, I mean, I have no idea. Usually in Western weddings, there's a surprise moment, right, where the groom turns around and sees his bride for the first time. But this seems to be more like they're putting him through one last test of some. Can you explain it to us?
Yeah. This is kind of similar to that one last test. This ceremony means that the bride's family is reluctant to marry, to sending their daughter away. So they say that they have to setting some barriers for the groom to take away the bride. They won't let him to take away their daughter so easily. So that's why he's gonna be teased.
I see.
And he's gonna give some money inside a red pocket. Inside a red pocket, it's like this. Hey, would you please hold it for me? Just like a red pocket from here. This is a sample and with money in it. Let me show you. Here, with money in it. So this is a typical Chinese red pocket, and when it will be handed from the groom to the bride. Yep. So have you ever seen it before?
Yeah, so you guys are probably familiar with this if you know about the Lunar New Year, right? That this is given out during the New Year.
Yeah.
But it's also given out for weddings.
For weddings.
And
for any special occasions.
For any special occasion.
Yes.
And how much money do you normally give?
Well, it depends. It depends on the intimacy, how intimate you are with the newlyweds, and it depends on different areas, different cities. So usually for people in big cities, 1,000 is kind of it's not
more than I expected.
No. So 200 is far away from being enough.
Yes.
Right. But I don't know the tradition, how much people usually give to people. Yeah. So, we'll just see.
Okay. So as they're still working through burning the fire, you can see here that the rest of the family is setting up. So they're setting up for all of the guests. They're actually going to have lunch here. You can see some of the snacks and tea that are set up. This is, of course, not the full meal. The full meal is what you saw being carried in the procession. But these are just snacks for them as they come in.
And later, maybe we're going to introduce you to, the meaning and what is the dish, what's in it. But right now they're just they've been just waiting outside. So we'll just see what will happen next, because everybody right now is getting prepared.
So we're all actually waiting for the bride.
Yep.
So that's why everyone's lined up outside. We don't even know where the bride is. So this is very traditional, right? To go through this process of the the groom meeting the bride for the first time and them going through this teasing process?
Yes, this is very traditional. For me, for the weddings I've been attended, the whole process will not be as traditional as this one. We have a kind of, adjustment to the modern style.
I see.
Yeah. But the groom will still be teased.
I see.
They won't let you to take your daughter so easily.
You have to prove yourself one last time.
Yeah.
So we didn't mention that we're in Heshun. Did I say that correctly?
Yeah, that's it. Heshun.
Heshun. which is an ancient village in Yunnan Province. We're actually in a very western part of the province, so we're close to Myanmar right now. And this town is at least 600 years old.
Yep.
So some of these traditions have been around for quite a while. So right now you can actually smell the incense and the paper that's being burned.
To the gods.
Yep, so that's what you guys are seeing, and the fragrance is very strong. If you've been to any temple, you've probably smelled this before.
Right.
So they burn this money to pay tribute to the ancestors
And the gods.
and the gods.
And so right now it looks like the women are
Praying.
are they just wishing for good luck right now?
Yeah. They're praying to the gods and ancestors, and while burning all these notices, wishing good luck and wealth to the family and the newlyweds.
And I asked the groom, and he said he's not from the Cun village, the Cun village and this old Heshun old town. So they need to burn this to pay tribute to the god and ancestor, to let them go inside, to go to the bride's family.
Because he doesn't actually live here. Okay, you see him entering right now. We're being handed red envelopes. Oh, 谢谢, 谢谢.
Can we take it? The thing is that we'll probably return it back, but for the moment we'll just take it. Wow. Right now they're gonna have tea party or something.
So the groom has sat down at the head of the table. It looks like people are still getting organized.
Right.
Actually, they will give these red pockets to everyone they met during this process.
Oh wow! So even strangers.
Yeah,
even strangers.
Actually, we are strangers, right?
This is kind of the tradition, the costumes in small village and small towns. Whenever there is a wedding, all strangers, passers-by are welcomed to their wedding. And right now you see another ritual is being held. It's getting prepared right now.
So you can tell that they've put the main plates onto a larger table that's at a higher elevation. And you said this. What ritual is this?
Yep. They're paying tribute to the ancestors. This is kind of the formal tribute to the ancestors. Formerly we thought those dishes were to be eaten by the guests, but actually they're not. These dishes are to be eaten, paid tribute as tribute to the ancestors.
Yep.
Yeah, they're putting there. I saw chicken and eggs. And the eggs have been decorated into the shape of a swan. That's very, very special. I've never seen it before in my area of China.
Here in this old town.
Sorry?
I mean, this is very special heritage here, I think.
Yeah, maybe. And I think we've asked people here, asked the bride's families why they're having these dishes, they're having these tributes, and they say they don't know. It's just tradition passed down.
It's just something that they know that they do. So it does make sense that the more spectacular and elaborate dishes are for the gods and the ancestors, right? Not actually for the people here today. This is for us today.
This is for people to
Yes.
And let's see whether we can talk to some of the people here. And we'll see the bride is sitting down. Yeah. Usually it should be the bride, right?
Yes. So is this?
But right now it is not. Right. 你好，我想问一下，现在在进行什么程序呢 ？I'm asking what they're doing right now. 你能跟我说一下现在进行的是什么程序吗？现在是在干嘛呢 ？He's been very excited. He's been very excited. Can I sit down? 我能坐下吗？我能坐下吗？
可以。
啊。So you feel excited right now, right? 你特别激动是吗？
对啊。
你一会儿就要被闹痛，he said yes， 然后您一会儿就要被闹洞房了，您觉得就是怎么样 ？I'm asking him that he's gonna be teased very soon. How he feels about it？ 您觉得怎么样？一会儿会被刁难的很惨吗？he kind of stuck in the middle of the sentence, but his friends and the family say that yes, he's gonna be teased very hardly. Yeah, let's expect that. So right now, everyone's on the groom's side. Right now is sitting at a table. So I'm gonna ask them what they're doing, what they're waiting for right now. 你们现在在等什么呢？现在就是还坐在这，是等新娘准备好吗？还是怎么样？
等新娘准备好。
等新娘准备好。
啊。He said yes. He's waiting for the bride to getting prepared. But the thing is that how long will the bride get prepared? I'm gonna ask him about it. 您好，就是您觉得新娘还有多长时间能准备好？
也15分钟。
15分钟吧。
4-5分钟，4-5分钟还是15分钟？15分钟。4-5。啊，对。Okay, 4 to 5 minutes. Because he is a remote Yunnan town and people here speak a different dialect, so they can't distinguish 4 and 10. So I have to confirm about that. You know that?
Yes, that's my problem as well. When was the last time he saw his wife to be?
Okay, we're right now gonna talk about how they're met, their relationship. So 你们上次是什么时候见面的？就是在婚礼之前。
在婚礼之前是2-3天以前吧。
2 to 3 days.
Oh, so it's been 2 or 3 days since the last time he saw her. Wow, that's a long tease.
Long tease. So I'm gonna ask him whether this is the tradition, to stop meeting, to stop the newlyweds from meeting each other before the wedding. Because I know there's a tradition in the Western countries, right? The brides.
The day of, you don't see each other at all.
Okay, let me ask. 就是这是一个传统嘛，就是说咱们结婚之前不能见面。
应该是吧？
是传统。They said it's a tradition that the newlyweds can't meet each other before wedding. So, I'm just wondering how long it would take. How long they can't meet each other before the wedding? Do you know? We can't. We don't know. Yes. Let me ask him. So, 就是说结婚之前大约多长时间不能就是见面？
这个的话，一般的话就是他们的话，应该是3天没有见面吧，应该是。
They say usually they can't meet, 3 days intimate before the wedding. So, much longer.
Yes.
Than the Western tradition.
Yeah. So in West.
So you miss her? 你想念她吗？
你想念她吗？
想。
He's been shy. He says yes.
Does he know what's about to happen? Does he know how he's going to be tested right now?
所以你知道接下来将会就是你会遭遇到什么样的挑战吗？你会怎么样被闹吗？你知道吗？
不知道。
He feels a little bit insecure. So let me ask the beautiful lady sitting right beside the groom, who she is. 您好，请问您是新郎的？
我是新娘的表妹。
新娘的表妹。
新郎的表妹。
So she is the cousin of the groom. Yeah, she's also the maid of honor today.
Oh wow! And this party, everyone knows the groom sitting at this table right now.
所以就是咱们大家都是认识这个新郎的，对吧？Okay. So right now the door is opening and that door is opening and it's closed again.
That's significant because we got a peek of where the bride is.
We got a glance at what they're doing right now.
Something's about to happen. We just don't know when or what.
So let's talk about their relationship, how they met first.
Sure.
And that's always been the interesting
part. Always the best part.
Yeah. 所以你们是第一次是在哪儿见到对方的？
第一次好像在腾冲吧。
腾冲。So they said they met in 腾冲 in the township. 在县城是吗？
对。
然后 这什么情景？是什么时候？大约多长时间
5、6年前了吧。
5 to 6 years ago, they met in Tengchong for the first time.
And when did he propose to her? When did he ask her to marry him?
所以你们谈了多少恋爱的时候，谈多长时间以后，然后就是你向他求婚的？
对，去年。
去年。
啊。
Yeah. So, can you give me an exact name or like exact time, like what month? 是几月份求的？
去年大概。
应该是暑假的期间，对吧？
是吧？
不是。
You need some time to think about it.
It's been a while.
So I think this is the perfect relationship, right? They can't even remember how they met, how they proposed. They can't remember the details, but they just just live together like forever. Oh.
This is the mother that just came out.
Right.
Yes. So is that something that's different or specific to Chinese culture? Are there traditional ways that people ask people to marry them? Because in Western cultures, you buy a diamond ring, you get down on one knee. Is there something that happens similar in Chinese culture?
Okay, that's of course. Okay, so okay, let's first ask the groom about the tradition of propose. 您求婚的时候是给新娘买了什么东西吗？
就是首饰那些。
首饰。Jewelries.
Sorry.
Jewelries. He bought some jewelries to the bride to propose.
Okay.
Right. So there has to be jewelries.
Okay. What kind of jewelry? Like bracelets, rings? Is there something specific?
是什么样的？是镯子啊，然后是戒指啊，还是什么？
一套吧。
A whole set, everything.
I can see if you come over here, I can see the bride looking out the door,
Anxiously. What they're doing right now. Yeah. So we've been talking here a lot about how they met, everything, and we'll just leave some peace for the groom for a while and let him to like doing some meditations right now before he's gonna be teased, right?
Seems to be the beginning of what looks like a tea ceremony, right?
Yeah, this is like a tea ceremony. Also part of the tribute thing.
So the tea ceremony is also for the ancestors. It looks like you can see the people carrying it are members of the bride's family, I believe. Can you tell us what this ceremony is for?
I'm sorry. I think I have no idea.
Okay.
Let me see whether we can find someone to tell us what they're doing. 你好，我能问一下，咱们现在这个是什么样的环节吗 ？Okay, we'll just let them to finish the process. Is it tea or wine? Because with a very special color in it. I've never seen a wine before. Right.
The precipice of something, and this seems to be the precipice of something, right? And they just poured tea into the glass, put it up, and then poured it down on the edge. And that seems to be something that's common in a lot of cultures, right? Like in America at old times, people used to jump the broom, right? You're literally jumping over an edge to enter this new life of yours. I feel my sense is that maybe this is something similar.
Yeah, see, we do have a lot of in common, right?
Yeah. We are trying to figure out what's next.
But yeah, we've seen a very handsome young man. So do you have some time right now? Yeah, so he's busy. And we see all kinds of goods,
So right
commodities.
now, what we're looking at are a whole bunch of presents. You can see luggage, blankets, and it looks like these are all gifts for the bride and groom to start their new lives together, right? Can you talk to us about this?
Usually you see these all daily necessities, which shows that this wedding is has been a very down to earth one. You see covers, pillows, and shoes, and maybe facilities, right? This is all just as you said for the newlyweds to start their new life here. So would you please hold that home?
So it's actually very practical, right? That a lot of the gifts are not about fancy jewelry, and they're probably better than toaster ovens that people get in the West. That people can actually use this when they move into their new home, which is very important for a new couple when they get married.
Yeah, very practical, and it's for a new life. It's not only about money. It's not only about other things. It's about loving each other and live together day by day, right?
So it looks like they're doing another version of what they did earlier.
There's a lot of
Yeah, of burning the paper again, except at this edge, and we're at the top of a staircase.
I've never
So-
seen ashes like that.
Really? Uh-oh.
Right. They say that we can go to interview the bride right now. So we're gonna go through a bunch of people, a bunch of relatives and friends to try to see what the bride right now is doing.
Actually, and she can see we are doing live streaming. Ask her.
That's magical.
Yes.
Yes.
你好, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. Right, I know you've been waiting here. 我知道您一直在等在这儿。And we're doing live streams right now, and you can see we're here. Isn't that magical? 就是我们正在直播，然后
可以在这里看到。
可以看到这儿，然后那个一会儿呢话，您就可以在这镜头上看到你自己了。然后我们现在想问一下你的心情。I want to ask how you feel about right now on your wedding day.
让婚礼再直播出去，给我们全世界的网友，你有什么心情是什么样的？
现在心情
我们可以来对着镜头讲。
还是挺感谢你们能过来拍这个婚礼。
How do you
以
feel?
后可以做个纪念的。
She said that she feels very happy. She appreciated us to be able to here to shoot everything down so that she can just keep it a record.
Well, she's very gracious to allow her into her home and family during this very intimate situation. So she hasn't seen her groom in 3 days, right? Can she tell us what is about to happen? When is she going to see him?
然后您3天没有见到您的那个新郎了，然后就是您的那个爱人，然后您现在是什么样的感受？然后您一会儿将怎么样跟他互动？She's nervous. The newlyweds are very shy. They're very shy. They're very shy local people, but really kind. But we thank them. We appreciate their cooperation so much for letting us in this. So, do you guys have anything interested in special you want to ask?
Can she tell us what she's wearing? What's significant about why she's wearing a white dress and then a red jacket?
OK，您能不能告诉我们说为什么就是里面穿了一个婚纱，外面穿一个红色的这个大衣呢？
因为必须穿红色的结婚，红色喜庆一点嘛。
So in Chinese culture, something in red color represents joyful sentiment, joyful feelings. So whenever we have joyful events, we will wear things in color. So like me, I'm wearing red lipstick. Right.
Well, she looks beautiful.
我们都想跟你说你特别美今天。So you and your husband to be, live in a town, right? 您和您这个丈夫是在那个小镇上工作，对吧？
不是，我们在宝山工作。
So they live in city right now. They're holding this. So I think right now we need to leave the bride here, and we thank her so much. Bye bye.
Bye.
And now we need to come out this traditional household. And how do you feel about participating in such a traditional wedding?
I thought that was pretty cool. I've actually never been to a Chinese wedding before at all, and it's very different than Western weddings, right? In terms of the intimate setting, in terms of the procession through this ancient town, in terms of the bride hiding from her husband-to-be for such a long period of time. I thought the part about the ancestor worship was awesome.
Right.
It seems like a very special family occasion, and there's so many traditions that are even different within parts of China, right? There are some that you had never seen before.
I've never seen before. It's like the dishes, the tribute dishes they put to the ancestors. I've never seen that before. That axe decorated in the swans. I've never seen that before. It's not part of the tradition because I'm from the northern part of China, and this is the southwestern part of China. I've never seen that before. And I thought, one thing that is a little bit different from my expectation is that I thought the groom was going to be hardly teased, but actually he wasn't. Maybe it's because that we were here.
So but that is something that normally happens. You've seen that happen before.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
I
Definitely. The groom's gonna be maybe violently. That's not good, but it's kind of part of the tradition, but it's interesting, and I feel so good. Participating in such
I feel so honored to be here. I join all our netizens online to watch this special wedding. I've never been seeing this before. Actually, I grew up in Beijing, but this is very, very special, and I'm so happy they invite us for their wedding.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is actually a very simple one because this is held in the bride's home. So they're gonna have another big ceremony. They're gonna have a very big ceremony down here in the groom's. Bye. She's been following us. We were so focused. We were so concentrated. We didn't see her. And so kind of her. And I guess.
So they're actually headed to eat lunch together. That's part one of the wedding. Part two of the wedding will be where the husband's town is. So we won't follow them there, but thank you so much for joining. I hope you learned a lot. And if you have any questions about Chinese traditional culture and questions, please make sure to comment and ask them, and we'll try and figure the answers out for you. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.